Hello, my name is Dolanda. I'm named after free money payment. I come to Ireland to make life for myself after the war start with my boyfriend Alex.
Hello, my name is Alex. I'm Ukrainian, and I moved to Ireland from Poland when the war started to make big life for myself. Me, my child, my doggy from Poland, my rabbit.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is our first podcast, correct?
Yes.
Now
we have no fucking idea what we're doing.
No, and we're actually in Kat's kitchen here, just to give you, if you're listening to this on a...
I've got OnlyFans on here.
You don't.
They get you wet. My OnlyFans will get you real wet.
That's because she's got the menopause and she's pregnant. I called out to Kat and said, let's do some stuff because I thought our stuff was really good. And I wanted to do more stuff with different people. So, and Kat was obviously not a male.
But no one wants to work with him, and I'm the only one. The whale, sorry, go on.
Yeah, true. So, but anyway, when we got here, so we had this idea. Kat was doing kind of macho man.
A macho man on SummerSlam. Mary Lou.
Leo.
Welcome, salam.
Assalamu alaikum.
Canteen ham, don't like jam. Half a gram from Amsterdam.
Have it here in my pan. Also have some Madazalam.
Canteen lamb or Madazalam. Would you not have another half a gram?
But I had HHC gummies, and they are actually legal, but they're quite strong.
Her and Andy were waffling away about this, that, and the other, and I heard 15-minute.
Andy was well able for the gummies, this little bitch.
No, it would have been if I knew what was going to happen, because I had stuff to do with like football that night, and I had,
you fucking didn't.
You have to be prepared. Well, I didn't play football that night. But yeah, you know yourself, when you do these things, you have to be prepared.
Yeah,
you have to know what's coming, because otherwise it's like totally claustrophobic. So when I thought it was going to be like a 15-minute bus, and I just swallowed it straight down, didn't I? I went, oh, no problem.
The whole one. I always take a little bit of one.
And they looked at me and went, you mad bastard. And I was like, what? And I was like, what have we done? Like, and they were going, what have you done? I was like, then Andy goes, because Andy's a mad bastard, he went, I'll do one with you, so. And she goes, well, I'm not doing one.
See, I'd been a bit of a stoner. Drinking was never my thing. I preferred the gardening. And Andy was the same, but little Callum here, he wasn't.
No, hold on. I used to do me on. I used to do me.
All right, you're a full-time mad bastard in your day.
Suddenly we were sitting there and we were doing another sketch, and Andy plays Mary Rose, like this kind of transgender girl, the woman.
I feel sorry for toddlers that are transgender. They've no voice and no puberty blockers. It's a fucking disgrace. I blame the far right, and we will have revenge eventually. We will win for them toddlers out there. We will be victorious. Far right! They deserve it.
The next night I just started looking, going, what the fuck is going on here? And I was like, everything's like fucking moving. Andy's with his mouth going, bleh.
He thought he was dying.
Because I wasn't prepared for it, and I was sitting there and I said, I've got to do this. And Andy goes, you're not doing it, bro. And I was like, what? And then as it went on, it just got worse and worse. And they were going, you're going to be grand. And I was going, I'm not. And it was like I went to this fucking vortex. It was fucking mad. Kat will tell you, I was pacing up and down her garden.
I gave him headphones to put on to listen to calming music to try and calm down. I fed him, which was the biggest mistake
chocolate
I could have done. I'd just gotten new decking. He started puking up and down.
So first time to me, by the way. First time.
Yeah. Then he came into the kitchen sink, got sick in there. Then he went upstairs and got sick in there. And then he went inside and lay down on the couch and had a sleep.
Why didn't you give me orange juice? I was like, orange, I hate chocolate. And she was going, have some chocolate, that'll do. And I was like, ugh. And then I actually had this vision of, oh my God, like far right lunatic is found dead in Cat Nolan.
Oh, I was a lefty.
Garden, because I thought I was dying. A really, really bad trip that I'd never had before. And I've done shit before, but this was like on another level of bad.
And lads, this stuff is legal. I think he started freaking himself out when he realised he'd taken the gummy and that it was going to last for hours.
Oh, it did last for hours. I was standing outside for 4.5 hours, just fucking pacing. And everybody's going, you're all right. And then I could hear her in the background. Kat was actually in the background saying, I've never seen anybody act like this before. And then I thought to myself, I'm dying. I'm going to die. And then it's going, ring the doctor. Ring a doctor. And I hate doctors. Suddenly, there was a little chink, like in the Matrix, and something changed. I started to laugh at Kat's shit jokes. So
he knew he was all right.
So I said, because she was talking shite through my whole 4-hour episode. Like a fucking, and I'm going, I'm fucking dying here. And she constantly laughing at me. We put a video out, actually, a genuine video of me being off my tits.
Stop it. And you put
doing? Seriously.
What's it feel like?
Shit.
What's it feel like?
At this stage, I thought I was gonna die. Not even a word of a lie, I swear to God. I was so overwhelmed, I think I puked about 3 or 4 times outside Kat's back garden the first time I'd met her. Tell you what, and this sounds a bit cheesy, but after I was like, remember I was saying the next few days, I was thanking her, going, thank you, because there's such a new appreciation in life, because it was like, you know, locked in syndrome. It felt like locked in syndrome.
It was like he'd gone in and done a load of ayahuasca or something and gotten rid of all his demons.
Totally. No, it was like, it was.
But they're back now.
I'm back to being a prick now. But I was like, after that, I was like so appreciative, just like picking up a glass or just being able to walk, like things you just take for granted. It was that mad.
We just said, you know what, we'll see how it goes from then, and now we're the best of friends.
Yeah, best of
friends. Now we even have our own poster. No, but this is just a little introductory kind of, you see us making videos and all that type of crack, and I suppose this is just us when we're sitting here not making videos. We both, I think, get a lot of messages from people saying, like, the one thing that they like about what we do is that it makes people laugh through the really dark times. And let's face it now, unless you're living in a mansion and have bucket loads of money, everyone is having a shit time. So our main goal is to try and make this period of time easier.
Well, essentially, I think we are what we'd classify ourselves as truth seekers.
And speakers.
And speakers. I mean, before, like, I met Kat, like, when during the COVID years, I was literally screaming from rooftops not to take those you-know-whats. And everybody thought, like, oh, Cal, he's a conspiracy theorist, he's a tinfoil hatter. And I probably lost loads of friends back then because, well, yeah, they probably just thought I was just a nut job, which I absolutely wasn't, because I'd seen stuff from the pharmaceutical industry and the vaccines before. So I kind of knew what was coming and I could see their plan. And it was very frustrating when people were going around with their masks and all that kind of stuff. So I've been screaming from the rooftops. So I was very loud I've been very loud for the last 6 years about a lot of stuff. And then obviously the immigration stuff's come along and the vaccine stuff has not disappeared. That's actually, it's got worse and worse and worse because of the excess deaths and all, and we'll touch on that in another time.
I used to work on a cancer ward, and I was telling Callum about all the young people that were coming in riddled with cancer, and why is there something in the water? No, there's something in the medication. About the amount of young people coming in, like young men with testicular cancer, women with ovarian and all sorts of cancers and stuff. And that's still going on now. And this is like back in 2022. So we kind of talk endlessly about that as well. And people aren't connecting the dots, I suppose, like when a young person drops of a heart
attack. Just a shame. You know? It's just a shame.
It's just one of those things.
No, it's not. It's so sad.
Yeah, and it's just, so we want to talk about stuff like that. And like, if anyone has stories that they want us to tell, I mean, you can message either myself or Callum if you want us to tell your story.
I just find it really frustrating when you see, like, even yesterday, I saw some young lad, God bless him, 22, who died suddenly. And in the comments, like, it's like, RIP, so sad, so sad, so sad, RIP. And then someone might go, well, this is happening all too much. And then somebody would jump and go, what are you doing? Have some respect. And I go, like, when are you allowed to ask questions? When this is constantly happening on your feed. Now, I know not everything is from the, what's, because excess deaths in all the countries across Europe and everywhere around the world cannot be denied. So it's just so frustrating that people are still fast asleep and do not want to ask. No, they probably don't want to ask the questions because they probably, unfortunately, have took the juice and they're afraid to ask the questions. But a lot of people who have it are looking for detox programs and all that kind of stuff.
Well, a lot of people, I think, are afraid of speaking out, like they are afraid of speaking out now with immigration, because back then you were labelled this bad person. If you had anything to say, you were labelled like that you were responsible for the killing of people if you didn't wear your mask and bullshit like that. And it's the same people that used to do that are the ones shouting at us about immigration now. And, that didn't age well. So we'll see how this ages as well in a few years.
Ages.
Like, I dealt with the Department of Integration. I represented my community. I went to the big council meetings. I spoke to the people that are doing this to us all. And just as a woman, I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. I have a granddaughter and grandson as well.
Can you believe it?
Your nanny. Who's your nanny? For us, I feel it's the women and children that are being sacrificed on the altar of mass immigration, because we're the ones that are if there's bad people coming, we're the target. Men aren't really the target. Well, they are. Our gay community and stuff as well, we have to worry about. So,
but the other thing is the immigration ticks a lot of boxes for the globalists. It ticks a lot of boxes for businessmen. It ticks a lot of boxes for the government. Destroy basically our culture by flooding it with all these illegal men, and we're actually, we've no room really for more migrants as it is, because all our resources are being used up.
But also there's a very small amount of people getting rich off this, which kind of equates to human trafficking, no?
Oh, yeah.
Getting rich off the back of these people that are coming in as well, which isn't fair on them either. I don't think it's fair on anyone. If you're living in a shithole country, of course, if you see, if someone puts up tweets in 8 different languages that, you get your own front door and come here, of course they're going to come here.
I worked in Pakistan, right? Now, there's parts of Pakistan, like I worked in a place called Lahore, and the population of that, I think it's about 70 million. I mean, it's just overpopulated. There's so many poor people. It's just unreal. Millions of poor people. So if I'm going to move from a tent in Pakistan to a tent in Dublin, where I can chance my arm and make a life for myself, I'm going to do that. The problem is, as you well know, because you worked in it, they're not vetted, they're undocumented.
No. And
we can't even, we have a huge migration problem. In the next 10, 15 years, Ireland could possibly be in the minority as well. That's another part of it.
Yeah, we're over now. We're heading towards the 25% of that. 25% of our country is born non-national. And I don't think it's wrong for anyone to want their country to stay their country. There's a lot of misinformation, far right and all this type of crack.
Far right! They deserve to be!
It's the stick they beat us with, So again, it's the same people during COVID that were shouting at you to stay away from your family and stay away from this, that are shouting at you now, saying you're wrong now. So
see all these Indian attacks, and a lot of it looks like false flags to me. Like, what's going on is they're trying to make it look like Irish people are racist now, because if we start talking about all the illegal men that all these businessmen are profiteering from, the people who are fast asleep might start questioning what's really going on.
GAA is a big one. Your man Banty McInerney, he's on his way to being a billionaire through this.
Unreal, unbelievable.
And they're all connected.
But what my point was that they're trying to create this thing of like Irish people are racist, and we need to bring in these laws and digital ID because we need to shut down all these racists. When really they want to shut down people questioning what's going on with these iPad centres and all these illegals coming into the country.
The powers that be don't like being questioned. I saw that in the integration meeting that I was at, you're supposed to put up and shut up, and that's just it.
Right.
And we've never been a nation to put up and shut up, so we're not about to start doing that.
But you have an iPad centre in your area, don't you?
Yeah. 400 single men up the top of the road. Now, our only saving grace, I suppose, is the Lewis is right outside the door and they go into town. I got a list of
It's a Temple Bar on the piss.
One of the girls in the community that I work with, she's my little secret weapon, and she does a lot of Freedom of Information Act requests, and she requested the crimes that have been committed up in the centre. And we got a long list, nearly 50 times the police had to be up, and it was only there a year, and they're attacking each other in the centre and stuff, and it only takes one to spill out into the street, or the schools are a stone throw away from it. And it's not wrong to question that and question the safety element of that.
A person I know, a girl, texted me to say she was in Kildalkin village, a man had bumped into her, walked across the street, went straight into her, bumped into her, right? Then the man went straight and bumped into a mother and her 15-year-old daughter. And the first person turned around and go, "Did you see that?" And she goes, "Yeah, he's after doing the same to me." That man then walked into the mill 30 seconds later, and an Indian security guy asked the man to take down his hoodie, and he said no. The man then proceeded to punch the Indian security guard in the face, got him to the ground and stabbed him. And it turned out he was a foreign man, because I know the people who work in the area in the mill said he was a foreign guy. He left. The guards didn't get him.
The Irish people that commit crimes, you're born here, you're registered at birth, you have a PPS number, your whereabouts can be found out fairly easily. With this, and this is from the horse's mouth, they've no way of knowing who these people are. It's just what they tell them, that I'm Ahmed from wherever, and I really didn't need that. Anyone can go and tell a story. It doesn't make it true. So they can't actually check their criminal record, because that goes against their human rights. We're not connected to the Schengen system. We only have Eurodac, and Eurodac will only check the last point of entry into Europe. That's all it checks. It doesn't check for criminal record, doesn't check for anything else. So literally, they could be anyone.
So you're telling me they don't check their criminal record?
Yeah, they can't.
You're joking me.
They can't.
I don't believe
it's against their
They wouldn't do
human
that,
rights.
surely.
Yeah. We've seen it play out now. It's getting harder to hide. Stuff is just having to come out in the papers because there just is no hiding it anymore. Do you think it's going to get any better with people coming into the country? It's not.
No, we're going to wrap it up there, Roisin.
Wrap it up there, Roisin.
That's our first little introduction to our podcast series that's going to be happening over the next few months.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd love you to support it.
Feel free to give us feedback and all that type of stuff. And like I say, we'll get better as we go along. Yeah. We're little podcast virgins. Yeah. So, you know. But thanks for listening. If you stuck in this far. Nice. Thank you, peasants.
Thank you, peasants, for listening in. Love you.
See you next time.
Bye,
and one thing, we will always tell you the truth.
That's right.
Always.
Woke Up Ireland, Cat and Kel will always tell you.
Follow us. We're factitious.
Yes.